Hello everybody, welcome to 3 Rabbit Tarot. Thank you so much for joining us, and I also want to go ahead and thank all of our recent subscribers. It's been really great to see a lot of support. We've gotten 60 subscribers since we started, so if you're one of those subscribers, thank you so much for being here with us. Also, if you're not subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe down there. Also, like this video because that helps out a lot. We're going to be doing a general reading just for all signs. We're going to quickly move through all 12 of the signs just to get a general picture of what this weekend is looking like for June 5th. So starting with Aries here, we're going to be drawing one card, an oracle card here for your general energy going into the weekend. Here we have a clarification on that energy. Our second card is going to be for any problems or difficulties, and our last card is for any solutions to those problems, Aries. So Aries, what do you have going on for the weekend of June 5th? Here with your general energies, we have here the waning moon. So what do you need to release? This could be pretty pertinent right now, especially with the recent full moon that we had. So if there's something that you're still holding on to right now, Aries, that you haven't let go of, something toxic that's kind of holding you back, this would be the opportunity right now as we start working towards that new moon, going into the middle of this month. Definitely find the time to release those things from your life that you know are kind of holding you back in some sort of way. I know that Aries has been starting a lot of recent new projects and stuff. That's been a big theme for Aries. So if there are things kind of holding you back, maybe insecurities about moving forward on these new tasks or goal, now would be the opportunity for you this weekend, these next couple of weeks, to kind of sort that out. Here with the Ace of Swords, though, we have a lot of, I'd say that this is with regard to those projects and stuff. I feel like this is pretty good energy to have. You're feeling pretty confident, at least, about what you're working towards, but still there's some things I think kind of holding you back from fulfilling this Ace of Swords kind of energy, from manifesting this into something much larger. Here with the problem that you have, we have the Six of Cups. So it could just be a problem with kind of bringing abundance into your life right now. It could be a problem kind of overcoming things from the past as well. That's what I'm kind of seeing here. If there's something that you need to release, and we're getting the Six of Cups card, the Six of Cups can be all about something nostalgic, something from the past. It could be just something that you're holding on to from the past. It could also be family members kind of holding you back in some sort of capacity. And here's the solution. We have the Judgment card. So with this is definitely just seeking, from this reading, I normally say, okay, spend the weekend kind of thinking about it, what's holding you back, and maybe going into the next week or the next couple of weeks, try to cut those things off that are toxic and influencing you in a negative way. However, with this reading right now, I'm kind of seeing that you kind of need to take action this weekend, immediately, as soon as possible, in order to kind of rectify whatever's really, you have this big block right now. And that's something that I talked about in the last weekly reading for you. So if you haven't watched that, go ahead and watch that video as well, because a lot of these readings are really timeless. So I know that can kind of help you out as well. Here I'm seeing a necessity for you to really focus on just getting rid of those really toxic things from your life right now. This is the time to do it this weekend, because you need to start manifesting these new energies going towards the full moon that we're going to be experiencing. So if you're working on a project right now, Aries, and there are things holding you back, especially some kind of something from your past I see is really holding you back right now, Aries, unfortunately. And it could be family members. It could just be just this old, maybe you see these things that you're able to accomplish now, but you feel a little insecure about it because you feel this is some recent change that I've had. But so there's this insecurity from your past that's still kind of haunting you here and acting as some kind of blockage. Definitely take action, though, with the Judgment card here. There's a necessity. Take action this weekend, Aries. And I think that you'll be on a good route. All right, and we're going to be pulling some cards for Taurus here. So let's see what Taurus has going on for the weekend of June 5th. So what does Taurus have going on in your general energy, any problems that you're facing, and any solution to those problems, Taurus? So Taurus, with your general energy going into this weekend, we have adjustments are required. So Taurus, there's some kind of problem, probably a little bit similar to Aries there, where you still have these blockages, these things from your past. The recent Sagittarius full moon that we experienced was all about making this revolutionary change, moving forward on something that matters to you. But I kind of see a lot of the signs right now have a little bit of blockage, a little bit of apprehension to either cut something off from the past that's harming them or just to make some kind of stride into the future. With your general energy, though, we have the Sun card, so that is positive to see. So I get the feeling that even though you have like these adjustments that you need to make right now, you're still living life to its fullest right now. You're still having a pretty good weekend. So that's pretty positive to see here. Taurus, as your problem, we have the Page of Swords. With the Page of Swords here as your problem card, I kind of see that as you needing to exert a little bit more force in order to render things. I think with the Sun card right now, you're feeling like a little bit too confident. You're feeling a little bit too comfortable with your situation right now, Taurus. And I think that you need to really, there's something that you're working on. There's some kind of adjustment that you need to make right now. And I think it's something more internal. I don't think it's something external like a job or school or family or relationships. I think that this is something internal, and you're feeling a little bit too like self-satisfied and comfortable right now, when what is required of you, what the universe is kind of asking you to do, is apply a little bit more pressure and to make some kind of change, especially right now with that Sagittarius full moon energy that's asking all of us right now to make some kind of revolutionary progress forward, which can be a little bit difficult with the Mercury retrograde. I know that can act as like a bottleneck for like all this energy that we should be feeling right now. With the Two of Wands card here, we have like this need for you. You have like the world as you see it with the Sun card here. I kind of see you like what I was saying. You just feel like very confident right now with like the world that you have, but there's a need to look beyond that world, beyond that comfort. And I'm not saying here just to like shake up this really comfortable situation that you're in and find some kind of problems and go out and like start fighting people or something, but really just kind of like survey what you could be doing right now in order to like just progress your life forward. I see it like you're experiencing a bottleneck right now. That's what I'm really getting from like this reading here. And that's why that word kind of came up earlier too when I was talking about the Mercury retrograde. It's just a bottleneck right now. There's like a necessity for you, Taurus, to really make a little bit more action. But right now with your problem card here, with the Page of Swords, it's just like this general kind of aloofness to what you should be doing, to like the progress that you should be making. So Taurus, just kind of exert a little bit more energy. You don't have to change up your whole life or anything, Taurus, but definitely spend some time to kind of consider what is going to be like your next stepping stone. What do I need to in order to keep on progressing in my life instead of standing in one spot? So Taurus, this is pretty good to see. Big word here, bottleneck. All right, and Gemini, we're going to be pulling 4 cards for you. We're going to have our general energies, a clarification, any problem that you're facing, and a solution. So Gemini, what do you have going on for this weekend? Here with your general energy, we have Believe in the Impossible with the Blue Moon card here. And we also have the Four of Wands. So this is pretty great to see, Gemini. This is like a really pleasant energy. I'm kind of seeing that maybe you're entering some kind of new relationship going into this week or this weekend. Here as your problem, you have the Devil card, but as your solution card, you have the Nine of Pentacles. So this is despite the Devil card here as the problem that you're facing right now, this is still pretty positive. I think that right now you're kind of, if you're not in a relationship, I say that right now you're kind of in a relationship that might be like a little sour, and you're kind of looking at like a new relationship that you could put yourself into. That's what I'm kind of getting right here. I'm kind of getting the need right now, Gemini, for you to kind of exit a relationship that you're in, and especially with the Blue Moon card here saying believe in the impossible. I think that you kind of feel as though maybe you're in like this really negative relationship right now, and this doesn't have to be with like like your partner or anything. It could also just be with like friends and family, but maybe you see the opportunity for you to kind of have like a new set of family or a new set of friends, and you kind of feel like changing up your whole life, maybe casting out these toxic individuals and starting from something new here. It feels impossible. But you kind of, with the 4 cards here, you feel like the need to kind of build up something new for yourself. And here with the Devil card as your problem, you're almost just kind of like choosing to remain shackled to this situation. So rather than like talking more broadly on terms of like friends and family, if you're in like a failing relationship right now, Gemini, I kind of see you as looking for exit plans right now. And I think that maybe you've already encountered somebody who is going to just bring a lot to your life right now, Gemini. And with the Nine of Pentacles card here too, this is all about like rendering abundance, but it's also about like being just kind of like independent as well, like being satisfied with yourself. So even if you're in a situation right now, Gemini, where you're in a failing relationship and you're looking for some kind of exit strategy, you don't necessarily need like another person, like some kind of like new relationship to jump into. It could also just be jumping into something that's more satisfying for yourself. So if you kind of need to leave this person that you're with right now, Gemini, if this is really specific, I don't want anybody to like just suddenly break up with somebody, but if you've been thinking about this for a long time, if you know that you want to get out of this relationship that you're in, and you know that you could render something better for yourself, and you know that you could become a more independent and stronger person here, I say go ahead and like probably take that leap. Maybe not this weekend, but definitely spend some time thinking about it, because right now you have the shackles on you and you're kind of choosing to remain in this situation because you're a little bit indecisive. You're not really believing in the impossible. But right now, you know, the full moon in Sagittarius recently came by us, brought a lot of revolutionary energy into things. So Gemini, I think for you, you could definitely tap into a little bit of that revolutionary energy if this is the pathway that you want to walk down. I see you as having like a really good outcome here with the Nine of Pentacles, a lot of self-satisfaction and independence. All right, and we're going to be pulling for Cancer. So we have your general energy for Cancer, any problems for Cancer, and a solution for Cancer. And an oracle card here for our general energies for Cancer. So Cancer, let's see what you have going on for the weekend of June 5th. We have a win-win outcome is in the forecast. So you have something incredibly positive coming your way right now, Cancer, and it could be because of all that work that you've been putting in on all these projects recently, Cancer. It's really positive to see. And here with your general energy, Temperance. So very cool. So I just see you as like, especially here. So we have like the full moon in Libra. So we have like those scales there on like the moon card. And then we also have like the rabbit here as like the Temperance card, kind of like weighing these two different things right now. Definitely rendering a kind of win-win situation for yourself right now. Definitely striking a balance between two different things. These two different things don't have to be extremes. It doesn't have to be like balancing like some like extreme thing on one hand, the extreme thing on the other. It can really just be about like a lot of self-satisfaction. And because you have like that, you kind of like know what your route is, you know, like the pace that you should be traveling at right now, Cancer, because you've been putting in so much work on like all these projects recently. I see you as like being in a really good position right now to kind of, you have like the sun out in the background where the river is heading towards. You're kind of like heading down that river right now, and you're feeling very confident with yourself. Pretty positive to see. As a problem that you have right now, we have the Queen of Cups. And also as a solution, we have the Knight of Pentacles. So with this Queen of Cups card here is like the problem that you're facing. I see that as like a kind of creative blockage. Even though you have like this win-win outcome in your forecast, something coming into the future. It could be over the next couple weeks to next couple months. But I see like maybe like a little bit of like a creative blockage because you've been putting in so much work on these projects right now that it can feel like, I don't know, not necessarily mundane or anything. It doesn't feel like it's like wearing you down. I see like a lot of enthusiasm, especially with the path that you've been heading down in these last readings and in this one as well. But maybe there's just some kind of like creative blockage right now. Maybe it's just like difficult to see like a new resolution to something that you're kind of stuck on. With the Knight of Pentacles card here as your solution, I kind of see this as just being a little bit more, just kind of pacing yourself a little bit better. You kind of know your pace here with the Temperance card, but just kind of stick to that. Like, don't worry too much. When you have like that creative blockage, it can kind of make people like scramble a little bit because you feel like, okay, I've been keeping this really good pace, and then all of a sudden something trips you up momentarily. And then you just kind of feel like, oh, like, damn, like I need to get everything together. I need to scramble forward. I need to like keep up that pace that I had. I think this is saying right now, it's okay to slow your pace just like a little bit right now in order to kind of solve like this creative problem that you're having right here. It's nothing too negative right here, Cancer. I kind of just see the need to maybe slow down just a little bit to kind of reorientate. If you have some kind of project that you're working on and you're facing a little bit of like a creative a blockage right now, just definitely pace yourself a little bit. But you know, you're gonna keep on moving forward, Cancer, because I mean the rest of this reading is great and all of your readings have been great. So it's like a very momentary minor obstacle that you're facing this weekend, nothing too big here. All right, and we're going to be pulling for Leo. We have our general energy for Leo, clarification, our problem, and a solution for Leo for June 5th. So let's see what the universe has in store for Leo. Here with your moon card, we have that your emotions are running high right now with the supermoon card right here. With your general energy, we have the Queen of Wands. So definitely tapping into like a lot of just like a lot of fiery emotional energy right now. So with this Queen of Wands card here and then like saying that your emotions are running high right now, I kind of see you as feeling like this breath of fresh air right now. Just some kind of like heated passion that you're experiencing right now, Leo. So that's really cool to see. If you're working on a project right now or entering into a new relationship, pretty positive energy to have right here. That's what this is kind of indicating to me. Some kind of like honeymoon phase or just some kind of like new thing that you're getting started on right now. With the problem that you have the Five of Swords. So maybe there's still like some kind of like grudge that you're holding on to from your past, however. And with the solution, we have the King of Pentacles card here. So just like trying to find, just trying to build up something right now that's a little bit more stable for yourself. I know that like Leo, a lot of your readings in the past couple of weeks that I've been doing have been pretty negative as far as your finances go. There's been like a lot of financial instability for Leo, but I see you as, I think maybe the projects that I was kind of, it's like, oh, you're gonna like find like this new thing. You're pivoting right now. You're moving towards something else. If you've taken the time during this last full moon to really focus on like this new outlet for yourself, this new career, this new relationship that can help kind of get you out of like this this stupor that you've been in, this is the reading for you. Like, you've done it, like, congratulations. But there's still like, you know, an inability to walk away from like really petty problems. So I kind of see that as like your blockage going into this weekend. Even though you have like this great energy moving forward, you kind of feel like a little betrayed by something in a recent past. As your solution card though, with the King of Pentacles, you have the King of Pentacles here, just like a lot of like material stability, a lot of self-satisfaction, kind of building up things and being in a position where you're able to better help others. I think that what this is saying is that instead of like focusing too much on, you know, these things in the past that are haunting you right now, focus on like this high energy, but also focus on maintaining it. Focus on building something a little bit more material and real. If you have like this really high energy about a project that you're starting, try to channel into something that's going to become, you know, somewhat more lucrative, you know, just something that's going to be lasting for you. That's what you want to kind of overcome like this residual energy here where you feel like a little bit betrayed by the past. The best way to overcome that isn't to like fight or like lash out at the past. It's just to keep on like building yourself up. Just build like this great foundation for yourself and you have nothing to worry about, Leo. So pretty positive reading. All right, and Virgo, let's see what you have going on for your weekend of June 5th for your general energy here. One card for your problem, and then our next one for any solution that you're facing for this problem here, any kind of solution that you need for this problem. So here with your general energy, we have the Fool card. So seems like right now that Virgo is getting started on something new, and I didn't actually see what this moon card is. We have look at the bigger picture with the full moon in Sagittarius. So wonderful. That's the kind of the vibe that I was getting when I pulled this full card. It felt like, you know, you had taken this energy from the recent Sagittarius full moon, which is even perfectly, we have like the blood moon here too. This is really cool to see. You kind of just tapped into like that power right now. So I kind of see, this is for somebody who's taken that recent energy and they've just kind of manifested something new into their life here. So definitely taking a look at the bigger picture and you're kind of moving forward on some new ambition here. Maybe you've thrown out something from the past. You're just getting started on something new. With the problem that you're facing right here, we have the Nine of Cups. I'd say here with the Nine of Cups card, it can be a little bit too secure with the place that you're in right now. Here with the solution, we have the Seven of Pentacles. So I think with this reading here, what it's saying is we have like, look at the bigger picture here with the full moon in Sagittarius. And I think that basically it's saying, take a look at the bigger picture, because the problem that you're facing right now is that you're kind of in this situation where maybe you know that you need to set forth on some kind of new thing. You need to have like that kind of, I think it's like the Eight of Cups moment where you kind of walk away from like this perfectly fine situation in order to kind of just seek something new. Virgo, for the kind of blockage that you're experiencing right now, I see that you know that you need to set forth on some kind of new goals and new projects and new ambition. You're kind of like, you know, like on like the moon card here, we have like the Sagittarius, like bow and arrow, and like the bow is pulled all the way back, but it's not ready to shoot yet. And I think that the thing that is keeping you from launching, from going forward right now, Virgo, is like you're just feeling like a little bit too like, just comfortable and satisfied. It could be like a material comfort. Maybe like you're a little bit too scared to kind of set out on something new. But with the Cups energy here, I feel like this is something more emotional. You're kind of in a situation right now where things feel very emotionally secure for you. Even though it might not be fulfilling for you, it's still like satisfactory at least. Like, okay, it's good enough. So that can be the thing that's kind of keeping you back from like taking this Fool card energy and just starting something new with your life. But I see I mean, obviously, if this new thing that you need to move forward on, though, it is going to be positive for you. It could help you render the Seven of Pentacles here, just like having like a lot of like growth and abundance. So just if you can go ahead and like just let go of that arrow, you're going to go ahead and find some success for yourself. It's going to be a little bit scary to move into something new. As always, you know, the rabbit here on the Fool card is about to like walk over a cliff, but you'll always have some kind of companions by your side. But you have like the dog here following after the rabbit and trying to alert them, trying to tell them that there's some kind of difficulty and challenge. So even if like you shoot forward on something and you'll leave your emotional comfort zone, you're still going to find some kind of abundance. You still have people supporting you, and they're going to help you render the Seven of Pentacles, this like great abundance and growth for yourself. All right, we're going to be pulling some cards for Libra here. So here we have your general energy, a clarification, any problem that Libra is facing going into this weekend. And then finally, here we have a solution to that problem. So Libra, your general energy going into this weekend is the waxing moon. We have here that the energy is gaining momentum. So you're definitely building up something right now, Libra. Here we have the Ace of Pentacles. So kind of getting started on a new project or a new goal right now, Libra. That's pretty cool to see. So definitely gaining momentum, building up some kind of energy with this. You're going to be attracting a lot of people into your life right now who are just like making this project happen. If you have like, if you're kind of like maybe getting out of like some kind of workplace that's really toxic for you, starting something on your own, you have a lot of support right now and a lot of abundance in order to grow that project. Here's the problem. We have the Chariot card. So you're being pulled in two different directions right now, though. I can see it as like being like a little bit difficult. You're gaining this momentum right now. You're moving forward, but it can also be, you kind of feel like you're being pulled from like left to right now, because you're not entirely certain what your pathway is. And maybe you have like people in your life right now who are, you have like a lot of support on one side, but you might still have some like, even like one or two like naysayers who are kind of like steering you in like the wrong direction. So you kind of just need to like get like back on the path that you should be going and then direct that momentum forward towards your goal. Yep, and here with the solution card, we have the Ace of Cups. So this is simply saying that you need to be more emotionally secure in what you're getting started here. If you're getting started on, I really feel like a new project or something. I think that Libra has taken the opportunity to move out of like a traditional workplace. Maybe you're starting something for yourself, but you have some people in your life who are telling you otherwise, telling you like, oh no, this isn't like a very secure thing to do. Or like, oh, this idea that you have isn't gonna work out, it's gonna fail. You know, just kind of ignore them and build up like this emotional confidence within yourself for this project that you have here with the Ace of Pentacles. And then also kind of see that you still have like a lot of support. Something is helping you gain momentum right now. Whether you already have like a lot of passion within yourself or you have people in your life who are really pushing you forward on this path and they want to join in on that journey. I kind of see you as moving towards something big here. I just kind of get like the general vibe of like moving towards something that's going to be great for you, but also for the people around you. So you're building up something really cool right now. You could be getting started in like some kind of like, it doesn't even have to be a business. It could also just be like some kind of like project that's also serving your community or like people that you care about right now. That's kind of the vibe that I'm getting here. It's just like you're going to render something that's going to be really beautiful for the people around you. So you have like a lot of enthusiasm and a lot of support. And that's why the energy is gaining momentum right now. So this is very positive to see, but just don't get steered off course by the naysayers. All right, and we're going to be pulling for a Scorpio here. For Scorpio, we have your general energy, clarification, any problem that you're facing, and a solution to that problem. Scorpio for June 5th. So here with your general energy, we have your commitment is being tested. And with a general energy there, we have the Two of Cups. Yeah, so I can kind of see you as maybe entering a new relationship right now, Gemini. That's kind of the vibe that I'm getting here with this card, especially with like the first quarter moon. You're kind of entering into like this new relationship right now with like the Two of Cups energy here. And maybe this person is kind of challenging you right now, though. Maybe because it's like a new relationship for them. Maybe they feel like a little bit insecure about something. So they're kind of like pushing you and challenging you in order to see how invested you are in them. With the problem that you're facing right now, we have the Star card. And with a solution to that problem, we have the Seven of Swords. So Scorpio, I think that the general vibe of this is that you're feeling like a lot of like depression here with like the Star card. You're just feeling like tired and depressed. It's like the Star card in like your area of like the problem. I kind of almost see this in reverse. So you're just feeling like a little bit tired, depressed, down on yourself right now. You're feeling like a little emotionally insecure at this moment, Scorpio, because of that problem that you're facing, where you're feeling as though your commitment to this individual is being tested right now. And I think that the solution for you is to kind of like do something crazy here. We have the Seven of Swords with this rabbit here kind of like walking away. And You know, this could, like on like the original cards, a lot of people interpret this as maybe them like stealing the cards or something, or stealing like the swords here from like this like camp. But it could also just be like making this like, you know, just doing something like a little bit more subversive, I feel. I think that this is a card of like being subversive, doing something that kind of like goes against the grain a little bit. And I think that right now, in order to solve this problem that you have, if you really want to like show your commitment to this individual, I think that you might have to do like something like a little bit crazy. And don't like, you know, don't do anything too crazy. Don't like rob a place or like, you know, get yourself in trouble. But they want to see that like whoever this individual is, I think that they're also in like this like emotional insecurity here too. That's why they kind of feel like this need to be, you know, to have like your commitment to them tested right now. So just kind of do something that kind of like breaks up the norm a little bit. Again, don't do anything illegal, Scorpio, of course, because like, that's gonna make yourself more depressed and more tired. But just kind of find something that you can do that's like a little bit subversive, at least between you and them, to kind of like prove how committed you are to this individual, because I think that you really do care about this person. But right now they're feeling like a little bit stuck. There's some like insecurities that they have as well, and it's kind of just like being like put onto you as well. So Scorpio, definitely do something to kind of like break up the norm right now. All right, Sagittarius, we're going to be pulling for your general energies for the weekend. We have our clarification, a problem, and a solution card. So your general energy, Sagittarius, going into the weekend, we have a time to give rather than to take with a new moon in Virgo. And we also have the Two of Pentacles here. So I can kind of see you just like feeling, I just feel like a little bit of like a flow right now. I think that you're just like, you know, feeling like a little bit more charitable with like your time or like your money. You're just kind of like feeling in this more secure position than you've been in recently, where you can kind of like juggle things a little bit better, especially with this Two of Pentacles card here. So you're just kind of able to juggle things a little bit better. And because of that, you have like a little bit more energy to expend on other people around you who matter to you. With the problem that you're facing, we have the High Priestess card. And with your solution, we have the World card. So yeah, I can kind of see you like still like bogged down a little bit, and there's something like subconscious that's like kind of bothering you. But just kind of, I'd say Sagittarius, I think this is just saying the solution here is almost like all these cards here. Just like use like that stellar flow that you're in order to kind of like get back to the people in your life who matter to you right now. And then that's going to like run to the world. I think that these people around you, or like this project or something that you're working on right here with the Two of Pentacles, where you're kind of juggling things masterfully, I think that kind of is your world right now. So just kind of like invest a little bit more in that, and like don't get too bogged down on like, you know, just like not necessarily like being down on yourself or anything. It's just like something subconscious, and I'd kind of just try to ignore that right now. Especially with Mercury in retrograde right now, I think that this is saying, you know, like don't focus too much on like pulling things out from the past. With like the High Priestess card here, just kind of focus on like that stellar flow that you have right now, learning to give back to others, or learning to give back to even like a project that you're working on right now. And that could become your world. That could kind of just like get you out of like this Mercury retrograde that we have. So this is like a good energy to keep probably for the rest of the retrograde. It's just kind of like focusing on like this big task rather than like pulling things out from the past to kind of like keep yourself up at night about. All right, and Capricorn, we're going to be pulling for your general energy here for the weekend. And we're also going to be pulling for your problems and any solutions for Capricorn. So for your general energy, we have the Five of Wands. So kind of a little bit of like a naive like battle going on right now. Just like nothing like too big. It's not like a big conflict that you're facing or anything. Just like something like a little bit more petty. And here we have the Full Moon in Leo card. Don't let pride get in your way. So I can kind of see you as like, maybe you're like causing like a lot of fights right now, and I don't want to like beat down on you or anything, Capricorn, but maybe like you're just like taking on like a lot of battles right now that you don't necessarily need to take on. Here with your problem that you're facing, you have the Three of Wands. So I could almost see you as feeling like a little bit left out. Maybe like maybe it feels as though like a big opportunity has kind of left you. We have like the ship here setting sail on like the Three of Wands card. It's a problem that you could be facing. I think that you're just feeling like a little bit stuck in the situation that you're in. And because of that, you're kind of like maybe lashing out at people a little bit. I think that it's not like pride getting in your way here. I think that you just feel like I think that this pride is really just like emotional insecurity right now. I think that maybe like something passed you by and it's a little bit hard to let go. And so rather than like finding like a healthy way to cope, we're kind of like lashing out at other people. Happens to everybody, I think. And here we have the Wheel of Fortune card as your solution. I think, yeah, this is simply just saying like, look, this opportunity, it sailed off, it's gone. The ship has sailed, this opportunity is over. However, we have the Wheel of Fortune card. This is saying there's going to be new opportunities. The wheel is going to keep on turning. It seems like right now you're stuck in a rut, Capricorn. I think that you could just be stuck in like a job that you're not satisfied with. Maybe you did have this opportunity to go back to school, to start a new job, start a new relationship too. And it just kind of passed you by. You didn't take the opportunity. And because of that, you're feeling like, okay, well, you know, I'm just going to stay in this situation. I'm going to like fight out these like battles with the people at my workplace or something. Just don't. It's just kind of like grinding you down right now, when what you should be focused on is kind of like rendering those new ships into your life. So keeping like your port open for those new opportunities to come to you. And as soon as they come to you, then you know, okay, I messed up last time, but this time I'm not going to. So Capricorn, just like a lot of like a little bit of like petty squabbles and stuff here, but it's really because of something big. I think that something is like passed by you. But just remember, Wheel of Fortune, new opportunities always on the horizon, Capricorn. Don't stress out too much. All right, hello Aquarius. We're going to be pulling for your weekend here. So we have your general energy here with the Oracle card, a clarification of that general energy, Aquarius, any problem that you're facing, and then also a solution. So here with our general energies, we have faith in your dreams. Oh, pretty positive to see. And we have like the Ace of Wands card here. So yeah, there's definitely some kind of like new fiery interest, some kind of new passion. I think that you're maybe finding some kind of new hobby right now that could add like a lot of meaning to your life. Here with our problem card, we have the Eight of Swords. So you're kind of feeling like a little bit oppressed by circumstances or conditions that you're in right now. And I think that this new thing that you're tapping into, this new project, it could kind of be like your way out of, or maybe not even like a way out of like the suppression that you're facing. Maybe there's like really bad circumstances around you right now, but this could be like a way for you to cope with it, to move forward through those difficulties. And here with your solution, we have the Queen of Swords. So kind of just being more confident with yourself, kind of understanding like who you need to cut out of your life or keep in your life. I'd say, especially with like the Queen of Swords energy, I think it's all about kind of embodying this, an appreciation for power and wielding it in a way where you kind of understand like, okay, these people aren't serving me, they're not suiting me, or this behavior isn't suiting me, so I'm going to go ahead and cut it out. I'd say that there are people right now who are adding like a lot of oppression to your life right now. It could just be family members kind of like constantly down on you. And I think that right now you kind of need to take up some new passion. You've already found it. You don't need to like look for it. I think that you've already found this new passion. It could be like getting into photography, for instance. I know that for myself, that was a big catalyst for me to get into photography, because I would spend all this time like walking around the city and stuff. And really though, that was just like a way for me to escape from like where I was physically, with the kind of people that I had in my life. But if you take out like photography, then you have like more of an excuse. Not only are you walking around, but you're also taking photos, and you're kind of building up a little bit of a talent that you can put towards something else in the future. I don't think that you see where that talent is heading, where that hobby is heading. Maybe it won't head anywhere. Maybe it'll be a hobby for the rest of your life. But right now, the purpose of that hobby is to help you resolve these external kind of oppressions that you're facing right here. And I think that if you utilize that hobby in a really positive light, I think that could help you kind of like cope with and become like the Queen of Swords here. All right, and Pisces. Let's see what we have going on for Pisces weekend of June 5th. We have our general energies here, any problems that we're facing, Pisces, and then finally a solution card for Pisces. So here with our general energy, we have the Eight of Pentacles, and we also have the new moon in Leo. We have confidence is the key to your success. So right now, pretty simple. Definitely, you're kind of like focused, like hyper focused on like a craft right now. Some kind of hobby. It could even be like your job right now. You're just like really tuned in. You're really focused on like what you're building up right now, rather than like the outcome, or rather than like building up like, oh, I'm like doing this because I have like this crazy dream in the future. You know that through repetition, you're just going to become better, whatever your craft is right here. So here we have like confidence is the key to your success. And the way to build success, the way to build confidence is through repetition, I'd say. So if you want to become really good at playing guitar, you have to play every single day. If you want to get good at doing tarot readings, it helps to do it every single day. So whatever you're doing right here, you just need to focus, and I think you already are. You already know that you're focusing on like this craft right now. You're putting into work every single day. You're building up that success and that confidence for yourself. So already we're off to a good start. And here we have the moon card. Is any obstacle that you're facing? I just say like a little bit of like emotional insecurity right now. You kind of know what you're working towards right here with this Eight of Pentacles. But I'd say with the moon card, maybe you feel like you should know what the outcome is. Maybe there are people around you in your life right now. Maybe you're practicing guitar every day, but like you're not good right now. And so people could be like coming up to you, maybe like your roommates, so like your family members, and like, oh, like, you know, you're really gonna keep on, it's, you know, you've been practicing for like 3 weeks and you're still like, you can't even play like this one song that should be like really simple. Because I heard like this master guitarist play it very easily. So here we have like this insecurity about like what you're getting into right now. It's just like because you know there are people out there kind of better than you. But just keep on focus on your confidence. Don't get too down about like the outcome here. Yeah, and then here's the solution card. We have strength. Perfect with the Leo moon here. Beautiful. So yeah, just tap into your own inner strength, your own inner confidence, build yourself up, and that's how you're going to become strong. If you want to become a master guitarist, put in the work every single day. You'll build yourself up. Do not worry about this. This is not even an obstacle. Don't worry about this. This is just some like people, some part of your brain right now saying like, oh, there's this person's been playing, you know, guitar for 50 years and they're really good at playing guitar. Like, yeah, of course they are, because they've been playing for 50 years. Whereas you've been doing it for like a couple weeks. So just keep on putting in the work. Don't focus too much on like these other people who have been doing the same craft for a very long time. So all these, I'd say, are pretty positive readings for everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. If you stuck through this video, I really appreciate it a lot. Unfortunately, the rabbits weren't very active right now. They're not very active. Let's see. Yeah, it's like 5 o'clock. They're not very active around like 5 o'clock. They eat their food and then they just kind of like go to sleep. So they're just here kind of like just chilling right now. They're just like vibing. I don't want to bother them. But thank you so much for joining us for this weekend reading. And also check out some of our other videos. Check out your weekly reading as well for your sun, moon, and rising. And please subscribe because it really supports us. And also like this video, hit the notification bell. And thank you so much for joining us.